Hey, this is Lane, the Nebraska Barefoot Guy, and as I go through stuff, I realize that God designed us to function without clothes, to be nude. Now, that's before the fall of Adam and Eve and all this stuff, and if you're not religious, just hear me out. But as I did research, I found out that we really were designed to be and to function in the nude. One of the things that we get from the sun is vitamin D through sun exposure on the skin. And obviously, we don't get much when we're fully dressed, and all that's shown is our head and our hands and maybe our feet for us barefooters. But if you're totally nude, you get that sun exposure, and then you absorb vitamin D that way. So it just logically makes sense that before the fall, when the environment was maintained the same temperatures and stuff, that we were meant to be nude. Anyways, the other thing I found out is our earwax, believe it or not, is made with such a substance to deter pests from getting in. Didn't know that, did you? Being barefoot, as far as walking goes, our sensory, we're feel our terrain more. Our toes spread out for better balance and gripping, and also our calves are meant to be shock absorbers. So as you walk or run or jog, you weren't meant to be using your heel all the time, because as today's shoes would have you function as heel strikes all the time. You are meant to keep your heel slightly above the ground at all times, and that way your calves work as shock absorbers and your knees and your hips aren't pounded and wearing out on you. Obviously, we weren't meant to eat tons of sugar, and there's smoking cigarettes and all this other stuff obviously isn't part of God's plans for our health. But anyways, I really do believe God designed us to function in the nude. Now, obviously, culturally today, that's not going to happen. But I could see where Adam and Eve had it made pretty good. Anyways, my thoughts. Nebraska Barefoot Guy. See ya.